I'm the host for Creative Morning today, and everybody's smiling at me, and I'm happy about that. But it's really not about everybody here, and really, it's been more than 3 years that we last hosted an event, and wow, very glad. Despite of that great transmission, like you still came for this program. And thank you very much for coming. Today, we just want to remind you what Creative Morning is about. For those that have forgotten, or if I don't know if it's your first time, it's your first time, So just to remind you about what Creative Morning is about, and moving forward, what to expect from Creative Mornings, and basically meet each other once again. So the question is, how long have you done? Are you in creative space? What do you do, and how long have you been in creative space?
Creative space or creative money?
Creative space, like are you a creator?
Yes, but I do graphics.
So for how long have you been doing that?
For like 3 years now.
So all that will be
Favor, I think
podcast.
Yes.
2 years.
My name is Mercy Ache.
Mercy. Not yet in the creative space, but we'll figure out something for her. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said,
So she doesn't really know anything about creative space yet.
Shubha Itulova. Not yet in the creative space.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm still figuring things out.
My name is Shubha. I do designs sometimes.
So for how long have you been designing?
10 years.
Wow. Oh, geez. Just moving forward in the program, we'll be having Sashino here come and discuss what Creative Morning is about, what to expect moving forward. So let's invite you.
I used to attend Creative Mornings in other countries before I went back to Nigeria, and same as e.t.c. I love e.t.c. So the idea or the difference between e.t.c and Creative Morning is that e.t.c is pretty much for everybody. So whatever you're doing, if you're in music, if you're in tech, if you're in agriculture, whatever it is, you can just go there and share your idea. But with Creative Morning, it's strictly for creative people. And then there are many sort of, should I say, sort of industries that is beneath creative people or in the creative industry. So there's music, there's sports, there's gaming, there are quite a few of them. So how can we sort of bring creative people together? So in Nigeria, personally, I think the industry is growing, which we'll be talking about later. So there's a big opportunity in the creative space in Nigeria from movies and music and etc. So I feel there should be more avenues to connect to these creative people. So from music, from artists, whatever it is. So I thought, of course, getting Creative Morning sort of chapter for Nigeria is just the best way to go. And simply because there's a sort of a theme. So there's a theme for every month that has been designed, which is quite good. So it's more like a format that we just need to follow, and then we just need to sort of embed into Nigeria, and then find speakers, find artists, find whoever to bring in to come and share their ideas. So we started Creative Mornings. So I'll actually try to be honest as much as possible. So we started Creative Mornings inside our existing business. So we run Doing, which is an experiential marketing company. So we try to see how we can sort of connect the business and creative sort of thing together. So I think, did you attend one of Brian? Okay, this wasn't Brian. Did you attend one of Brian? So we try to invite all of these kind of artists. So the truth of the matter is it became a bit expensive trying to run it, and there's sort of no business logic around it. And also because we just started business then, which is about 3-4 years ago. So the revenue wasn't really making sense. But again, I think that was also my mistake, or our mistake as a team. So we lost a bit of track of what we actually wanted to do from Creative Mornings, right? So that meant that we should have focused a bit more on the value of what we're going to get from Creative Mornings, rather than what creative money is going to give us as money. Anyways, so, and then in between COVID now happened. So when COVID happened, we just had to sort of close it down, hold on a bit. We can't meet physically anyways. So then, of course, they called me from headquarters and what are you guys doing? Do you have plans to start again? I personally love creative monies. I love it. I think it's a great avenue. And so moving forward, we've sort of created I would say sort of a framework that seems to be a bit clever and quite productive. I wouldn't say productive, more like impactful, right? So where we feel each month, if we continue to host creative money, it's going to add value to every attendee that comes to creative money. In the past, what we did wasn't, I wouldn't say it wasn't impactful, but people really connected, which was good. But now we want to make it more, should I say, resourceful. Like I said earlier, the creative the creative space in Nigeria is growing. I think it's Prime Videos, which is from Amazon, came to Nigeria about a month ago. Netflix has been in Nigeria for about 2 to 3 years now. Yeah, Disney, I heard Disney, Spotify came to Nigeria, exactly. So all these sort of big companies, I think Sony also came to Nigeria.
They gave their show today. They their show in
Nike. So Sony came and Sony were in Nigeria, I think in the 90s. So they left. Now Sony came back again. They opened I think the office actually at Kenya here. So they now see the opportunity. I think they are going for music and entertainment. So we still believe in games. So we are doing Lagos Games Festival next year. So there's a lot of opportunity around the gaming industry, around the creative industry, which we want to sort of tap into somehow. But we want to use creative money as an avenue to sort of connect people who are very much passionate about the creative industry with people that are doing it already. Yeah. So that way, if you're coming to sort of, should I say, if you want to go into gaming, for instance, you get to connect with people that are sort of doing gaming. If you want to get into the music industry, you get to connect with people that are already in music. Hopefully we can, I don't have the Jazzy's contact, but hopefully we can get the Jazzy here too one of these days. So yeah, that is pretty much how we started and how we are going moving forward. I think it missed a bit, but
I have something here called morning tea. And basically it's just, I'm just going to be reading out some African proverbs and getting explanations from you guys. So the first one here is, respect the fools to avoid noise.
I said, well, it's like silent just answer first.
Okay, do we agree? Respect the fools to avoid noise.
I think it means like probably being the bigger person in the solution, maybe just have to avoid wahala, to avoid.
Makes sense.
Maybe that are having like issues. So
Like just
to avoid. I think like
Exactly, peace to reign. So
they're not in violence like they say.
So we're giving her a point.
Let's give it to her. She tried.
This one. No matter how far you read, no matter how far you read it, the last drop always falls at your feet.
men.
Talk. Nobody? Anybody? A person who sells eggs should not start a fight in the market. Basically, if you have something to lose, don't even get yourself involved.
Don't start what you can't
Don't
finish.
start. What is that?
Don't start what you can't finish.
Basically, don't start what you can't finish. The child can play with his mother's breast, but not with his father's testicle. Are they trying to say that mothers are nicer?
It doesn't necessarily mean.
I mean, I feel like children naturally are closer to the mother. Maybe you need something, your mom is always there to give it to you. But maybe when they grow up, and then they can now decide. But I think maybe they can as well. Men would not tell lies if women ask fewer questions. it. But it should mean something. Okay, this one is very interesting. Let's let that go. Knowledge is like underwears. It is useful to have it, but not necessary to show it off. You're not quiet. The room is for me.
That's why, yes.
Okay.
On the previous one, I think it's curiosity kills the cat.
Which one is the previous one?
How women ask you too much questions.
Okay.
You know, it's curiosity just kills the cat.
Let's pray for that.
Say the game you hear it. About women women ask too many questions, so men have to tell lies. So what you want to do too much, like curiosity, what kills you? It kills the cat.
Oh, got it. Too much, yeah,
Curiosity,
curiosity.
not too much. Right?
When you want to know too much.
Exactly. And the other one now is, don't do I too know. That's what you know. Same thing.
Can we just give you the round? We have a few questions left.
Wow.
If the sun claims superiority over the moon, let it shine at night. Easy drum. Easy drum.
If you easy do them.
Yeah. Because if you're claiming
It's not a
superiority,
big deal then.
you said?
Do it.
Yeah.
So it's impossible.
Do you get it? That means it's impossible. So like, it's not easy. So it's not like just, I don't know, like, don't try to.
People are good in their different ways.
Exactly.
You're good at what you're doing and I'm good at what I'm doing. You might not be able to do what I'm doing.
Exactly. You are also a donkey if a donkey kicks you and you kick back.
Probably if somebody does something to you, something bad to you, and you are doing it back, so it's probably you're both bad people. And that's
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah, so I have to write this one down. So I'm trying to see some of these things from the business perspective. So I believe somehow some of you know how business works, like the value of money, basically. So let me start by asking. So I know Lolade, she asked about what are the interests or what are your interests in the creative space. So that way, so I'm going to ask the same question actually. Which one do you see for yourself? Are you interested in, or which one do you think has potential, especially in creative? You go where? Music. Okay.
I'll say music also, but let me go movies.
That's potential in Nigeria.
That's potential. That if you have 10 million now, you can just put everything into it.
Sports.
Sports. Nice one. Okay.
So for me, movies and gaming.
You can choose two.
I like movies, but I would like to go into gaming.
You can't choose two. You have to
Okay, movies.
So, movies, music. So I think music wins, right? Coming from the business side, I personally know, for instance, the gaming industry, I think in Nigeria / Africa, is worth about $200 billion in terms of people that are actually playing games and want to win or try to do some sort of entertainment with gaming. So when we did Lagos Games Festival, I think it was 3 years ago, I think we've done what's it?
I think it was 2019.
2019. You were there?
Yeah.
Jesus. You're everywhere. Which is good. We should give you a special gift. So that was 2019 exactly. So that was the foundation. So we strongly think, so an example is the betting industry, which is similar to gaming because they are entertainment. From the creative side, so we had a sort of a podcast with the director of Bet King, and he was saying some of the things they needed if you want to tap into gaming or provide games for them to add into their platform. And one of the things they needed was, so a lot of the games they have on board on their app now apparently is coming from, I think, Malta or something. So it meant he has to be buying those games in dollars all the time. So he was saying, you know, if there's a way for local, I know there's Malano or Malayo. There are sort of various opportunities if you want to tap into creative industry. Coming from gaming, coming from music, coming from movies, etc. So if we are to go by where things are shining now, if I can put it that way, obviously movies. Movies is taking it now. Then the second, of course, being music. You can't deny that. But I think personally, if I'm going to come from the business side, or if I'm going to invest actually, I'll probably invest in sports / gaming, and not necessarily movies. I mean, to be fair, and not to sound as if I'm trying to bring everything down, I've asked a lot of people about how much do these actors, how much do they earn. I think people are saying maybe 300, 400, 500, 500,000, or how much do they earn? How many do they earn?
Some of those guys
Okay, what possible role can you, the main role, what can you get? How much can you get?
Can be
Like not actually
produce that.
like, can be like 8 million too.
but that will be for
Netflix.
Netflix is paying the Mo Abudu, right? Netflix pays Mo Abudu, which is the production, but the actors, how much are they earning? It still be that amount.
Yeah.
But they'll get like
Shola Chupali
The
can
share.
give him Shola like
Definitely not. You're paid off.
can give Shola like 300,000.
You can't give them.
Shola Chupali 300,000.
Yeah, because of okay, fair enough.
R&D, you can give R&D 300,000.
Or like the average per se.
No, like 300,000.
So the top Shola Chupali now
700.
Well, so if I do that math times 12 months, how much can you make? In my head, I'm like, okay, this has no money. But then, I think there are other opportunities that comes with it. So if you're an actor by default, you have this endorsement and etc. as a package. So what I'm just trying to share here is that if you are going to try to get into the sort of creative space, it will be sort of essential for you to do a bit of more research around where the money lies. So you've seen a lot of actors in Nigeria, they've been acting for 10 years. Not to, again, put bad things, yeah, but you see them acting for 5, 10 years, and then down the line, what actually happened, you see them still asking for money to support them. I think only few of them are making it now, so maybe Whiskey will be fine, maybe Burna Boy will be fine. And then the international endorsement.
Atlantic and Sony.
Thankfully for this international brand. So I would say do sort of a bit of more research around the opportunity of what you can get. So like I said, using the case study of Lagos Games Festival. So when we did the first one, it took a lot of our money, to be honest. But we strongly see the opportunity in the gaming. And we believe strongly that if we continue on that route, we have a lot of partnership. We launched the project, was not Games Land, was it last year? We launched that project last year. And we actually got about 3 banks that sort of partnered with us to add it into their mobile apps. So that's one of the sort of channels around how you can think around the opportunities in the creative space. I hope I'm making sense of it.
Yes.
I don't want to sound too serious. I know she's very entertaining. I can try. So I actually said more than what I've written down. So the next was supposed to be how to tap into the opportunity, which I've given a hint already. So let's say, okay. So I had a friend. Her name is Ivoma, and she's trying to set up some sort of media company in Nigeria. And to do that, she needs to understand how media generally just works in Nigeria. So she went for this program. I can't remember the name of the program now, but they did their graduation last month or last 2 months. So I was there. So I saw the graduation. I saw the whole experience of the graduation. And basically I was trying to, so she paid 500,000 for a month for that program. And during graduation, the final project for their graduation was to create a short clip. Short what? Short film, which is like 1 minute, and then present it to everybody. So the best movie or whatever it is wins a special prize. So I tried to pick up the whole starting of the program to the end, and then it felt like, I mean, even though the end was good, but then my next question to her and then the people that came there was, what exactly are you now doing moving forward? Yeah, so it is, you've gone for the program, you've learned, you've paid, and then what exactly is the next step? So, which is a bit in line with what actually goes on in Nigeria generally around the education system, which is there's still no sort of a practical approach to how people can sort of learn something and then be actually good at that thing, and not just an idea that you have in your head. Which she has finished now, so it's not like I'm again saying bad things about how, anyway, but I'm saying about the program. So she has gone for the program. It's I think it's a month or a month and a half now after the program, and then she's still trying to pick how she can actually go about creating her own movie. Because what they've done is they've given her all the ideas of how you can shoot a small or a short clip or short movie, but then how do you actually go into the real world and execute? So fast forward, what we now want to be able to do with Creative Mornings is to not only invite people to come here, speak, and then you call it a bit of what we've done in the past, which, like I said earlier, hasn't been so resourceful, because you can learn or get contact on what exactly are you going to make out of it outside the program or outside the event. So we want to be able to connect people that is coming to our events to be able to actually have some sort of practical experience or learning out of attending our events. So some of the speakers or hosts or guests, whoever we're going to be bringing in, will be able to not only share insightful information, but as well as be able to sort of guide you moving forward. So let's say, so I think our next person is Maxwell. So we're thinking of bringing Maxwell. Maxwell is into sports. He's actually trying to build a UFC. You know what UFC is? So he's trying to build a UFC for the Nigeria, Africa market. So we love what he's doing. He's one of our past clients. So we want to be able to say, if you are interested in that sort of sport entertainment industry, like you said, so you're not only meeting Maxwell and getting some sort of experience or information from him, but we're actually going to guide you through working closely with him for, let's say, a month or two to actually sort of get more into what exactly he's doing in line with what you are sort of passionate about. So if that's going to be some sort of a program or training, we're still sort of designing the framework. But again, the fundamental Creative Morning is not only for you to just come, sit down and then call it a day, but pretty much get some sort of value out of it in that creative industry. So what we also haven't sort of finalized is how many industries in the creative space are we going to help with or support with. So I personally am passionate about gaming, that's for sure, and entertainment, of course. Movies is really not my thing, but maybe you like the qualities about movies. Then music, of course. Again, music is really not my thing, but I know you like Fireplay. So we can definitely tap into at least those 300%, which is movie, music, and then gaming. It's something we definitely see how to support. We really, I personally am very, very passionate about what Creative Morning can become, or will definitely even become. A bit unfortunate, we just got our office now, and our space is not what it should be, But I think maybe in, I don't know, 6 months down the line, we might get a bigger space where we actually will be creating more of experiential gathering rather than just having it a direct speaker and guest. I think that's what our future is going to look like for Creative Mornings and what we have in plan moving forward, if that makes sense.
Thank you. Who's excited? I am. So, considering all you have said, so I'm going to be sharing the sheet of paper for everybody. You just take what I've asked that I'm sharing. So, on that sheet of paper, I want you to write like an icon or someone that you really, really admire in your image that you would love to see. And then, let's assume the person is standing with you right now. What is that one question that you want to ask that person? You never can tell. Anybody. You never can tell. You might have that person standing here.
Anybody?
Someday,
Nigeria, or we should be realistic.
Be realistic in Nigeria. Or in Nigeria, let's say Nigeria for now. Let me ask. Do you have any question that you'd like to ask? Maybe there's all we've been saying, or there's something you wanted to ask before we went on that long break. You know, any question from anybody? You have a question, Aaron?
Actually, both of them. So they've been attending our Creative Mornings in the past. What makes you? Why are you coming back? Why are you coming back?
So I think the last one I came, this lady, Olive, and I think I asked her something. I wanted to do something then. I had not gotten into school, so I was like, what could I do that is media oriented? Like maybe because I liked to talk. So she now, yes. So she now said probably start a YouTube channel, something along the
that line of talking.
So that's when the podcast idea came from. That's
how many followers do you have on your podcast?
That's like 1,000 or something, like listeners, like that.
So you've been only for like about 2 years ago, right?
2019.
Yeah. So since then you've been doing podcasts.
But I'm not consistent for.
So what topic around?
Basically everything.
Everything. So just yourself, or you have a cool?
No, myself. I bring some people sometimes.
What's the
my
name of the podcast? I just
let's
subscribe to you now.
Okay, gist with tofu.
Gist with
tofu.
Oh wow. Yeah, this is on Spotify.
Oh, it's on Spotify.
See, that's good. How are you?
Yeah, the next.
Okay, so it might sound weird, but I just love the atmosphere.
Okay, those that comes from the talking after. There are people that come and you can stay for 2 hours. We don't know what to do.
So what's it about the atmosphere?
I don't know, but anytime I'm in that space, I just love when they are talking and sharing ideas, things like that. I just love the atmosphere. I just love to be around.
Yeah. I have a question I will ask somebody, and if you answer the question in mind, you'll be winning yourself something. You mentioned attends Creative Morning in other countries. Plus something else.
TEDx.
Can you, Mr. Shino, can you name like, the thing is that we don't even know the answer to this thing, but I'm just going to ask. Can you name the speakers that we've had accordingly? So you can't make a mistake.
Let me try.
So accordingly.
Right.
So let's say, what year is Brian? What year?
That was the first
version, first edition.
That what year was that?
2019,
2018.
Wait there. I don't trust you anymore. Okay, 2018.
That year we had this actor, this Yoruba actor.
Man.
He's not your
Man.
You want me to?
Okay, now it's not gonna mention the ladies. Now you just
Lady Lekki.
Olivia.
That's 3. Same 2018.
No, 2019 now.
2019, I'm switching already.
2019, okay.
So, but before that, we are like 2
That was painting. This guy can turn this C into a scope. I just let him in.
What's his name?
I can't remember. He's on I think he wanted to come actually today.
1 year was that?
2019.
Yeah.
Okay, that guy was drawing. Man, that guy was
a genius. I can't really remember.
We have winners here, and we're going to be giving them some tips.
Okay.
We have our morning tea winner. And then you mentioned something, you answered my question. Who else?
She
Yeah, she answered also.
So we have 3 winners. So we're going to be giving you one of our brands, cap and t-shirts. Morning tea. She's like the brain for the morning tea today. Thank you for participating. Next time. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Round of applause. Everyone, get to know everyone, but still stay because we have refreshments for you. I thank you so much for coming.